Good afternoon. You are on World News. Today we have a very special episode.
Yes, indeed, my dear Miguel. Today, as you know, Nelson Mandela was sworn in as President of South Africa. Now, this is a very special event. Why? Because Nelson Mandela is the first black president of the South African nation, and it comes 2 years after the abolition of the Apartheid, the racial segregation system that was used in this country.
In fact, we have prepared a small montage to resume the events that have led to today. Take it away. Now I'll give you a brief summary of the events that led to this day. South Africa and Apartheid. In South Africa, whites dominated the political system and blacks began organizing against white rule and formed the African National Congress in 1912. By the 1950s, South African whites strengthened the laws separating whites and blacks. The result was a system of racial segregation known as apartheid. Blacks demonstrated against these laws, but the white government brutally repressed the demonstrators. In 1960, police opened fire on people who were leading a peaceful march in Sharpeville, killing 79 people, 2/3 of whom were shot in the back. After the arrest of the African National Congress leader Nelson Mandela in 1972, members of the ANC called for armed resistance for the white government. New nations and leaders. The African states that achieved independence in the 1950s and the 1970s faced many problems. These countries dreamed of stable governments and economic prosperity. Some leaders believed in using the Western democratic model in Africa. Others preferred an African form of socialism. This was based on the African traditions of community, in which ownership of the country's wealth would be put into the hands of the people. Some African leaders believed in the dream of Pan-Africanism, the unity of all black Africans. This was never a reality. However, the Organization of African Unity (OAU), founded in 1973 by 32 countries, was a concrete result of Pan-Africanism idea. The OAU gave support to African groups fighting against colonialism. Economic and political challenges. Most African countries relied on export of national goods. When prices dropped, their economies suffered and Africa depended on foreign investment. The new states also created their own problems. Resources were spent on military equipment or expensive consumer goods rather than on building the foundations of an industrial economy. Corruption is common. Threats and rapid population growth have also slowed economic growth and tax resources. As a result of these problems, poverty was widespread among both rural and urban rulers. Diseases such as HIV also presented major challenges to African progress. AIDS is a worldwide epidemic, but Africa is the hardest hit. HIV has had a serious impact on children and families in Africa. Political challenges between 1950s and the 1970s, where 70 leaders were violently overthrown, or either the military or a single party ruled major African states. In the 1990s, multi-party elections increased, but single-party rule still predominated. Within many African nations, ethnic groups undermined the concept of nationhood. As a result of the boundaries of African nations blurred arbitrarily. Virtually all these states included widely diverse ethnic, linguistic, and territorial groups. Now, you can see that given all this background, this is a very important event worldwide. This day will mark a milestone in South Africa history, as there is still some discrimination towards the black community in the country, which also is the majority of the country. More than 70% of the population is black, and yet they're being treated as a minority.
Now we have our comrades Inés Solís and Rubén Ruiz over at Pretoria, the capital of South Africa, witnessing the historic event. First, let's go with Ignacio. Good afternoon, Ignacio. How has the event going?
Good afternoon, Diego and Miguel, and good afternoon to our audience. We're here in the beautiful city of Pretoria, South Africa, and we're witnessing what might be one of the most important events of South Africa's modern history, the inauguration of President Nelson Mandela. It's a beautiful, sunny, and warm day here, and I'm witnessing a very important event. There are a lot of people on this celebration. There are black citizens, there are a lot of white citizens, and lots of heads of state. I can see Vice President Al Gore, Secretary Hillary Clinton, Prince Philip, Queen Elizabeth II, and even Secretary General Boutros Ghali from the United Nations came here to witness this event. We'll see how this event goes.
Yes, we'll see. It's time for change. Mandela will be South Africa's first black president. I believe he will bring enormous changes to South Africa. This man had been in prison since 1962 and was just released 2 years ago. We're talking about someone who was in prison for 27 years, fought tuberculosis on a cell, and has been part of the African National Congress since 1942, to eliminate all those laws that deny non-white people basic rights. It could be that today is the day that the apartheid truly ends. It's important to mention that the apartheid began in 1948 and ended in 1994. No more will black citizens need special papers to move around or live. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lorena and Ignacio, for going out there and cover this story of success, perseverance, and equality. This is a huge step towards equality for the world.
Yes, indeed, Miguel. The marks a milestone towards equality and freedom without taking into account race, place of origin, or religion. On other news, Israeli commandos have stormed a hijacked plane in Tel Aviv and released hundreds of passengers.
Also, mass murderer John Wayne Gacy has just been executed today at the age of 52. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are World News. Thank you for watching.
Good afternoon.